Welcome, guys, to YinYangTK, and today we're going to be reading the manga read Solo Leveling Part 7. So right now we're looking at we're going to hit already 100 chapters of Solo Leveling. Believe it or not, man, it's going right by fast. And this is just a quick recap of what happened in the last reading. And again, there will be a link on the description and also links of past reads also popping up in the top. So just a little bit that, our boy Sun Jin Woo actually was victorious in the Demon Castle, actually made a couple of friends right there. This was actually one of the, I would say, girl demons that actually kind of had a little crush on him. That was kind of funny, but could not pronounce her race or the name right. He's terrible with names, Sun Jin Woo, just like me. Like I can barely pronounce a lot of these names from Korea or Japan, so excuse me. But there's also a problem going on in Jeju Island, and it's basically this thing right here. And it's like an ant colony that is terrorizing all an island pretty close to South Korea and Japan. And the problem is that the S rank gate, yeah, you heard that right, an S rank gate, um, could not be closed soon enough. And because of that, unfortunately, they had to abandon, and a lot of hunters died in South Korea and also in Japan. So these ants right here, these monsters that are popping up, they're just wreaking havoc. And what's worse is that they actually now have wings, meaning that they could go from island to island. And imagine of like 100 of those that could literally devastate the entire region of South Korea. And then the queen right here is like the baddie out of all of them, controlling the ant colony. But at the same time, we also have to give props where props is due, because Sun Jin Woo, he's the goat, man. He actually kept his promise, and he actually leveled up a couple of his, summons right there. Ingress right now, and an elite knight. We have Tank right there, looking freaking awesome, and now he has a teleportation um, ability in which he can switch from himself to one of the shadows anywhere in the world, which is pretty cool right there. And it doesn't consume any mana. And he also have another summon, a Wyvern right there, which is pretty cool. Imagine like you can fly with your dragon right there. And then he did the most important thing, the one that literally hit me in my heart right here. He actually saved his mom from the eternal slumber sleep disease that was happening, and you can tell that he was just emotional. He was crying, all of that hard work. It was not for nothing, Jinwoo. You did it. You did it to save your family. And she could not be more prouder, just waking up and just having that time, holding the hand, and just freaking awesome. But then also something happened at the same time, that the Japan Hunter Association, the Draw Sword, actually came to Korea with a request saying that they want to have a joint raid of Jeju Island, which was kind of weird because they never worked together. Because I guess Japan and Korea have kind of this rivalry going on, right? And Goto-san, which is this guy's leader, who was an S rank, probably one of the strongest in Japan, and he wanted to test the waters. And it looks like only a few South Korean hunters are good, right? But he was very curious with Sun Jin Woo, and he took it. He was pissed that he actually lost almost with Sun Jin Woo. In my opinion, he did lose, right? Because Sun Jin Woo, come on, you can't beat that guy. He always levels up, and even more people are just paying attention to that. But the thing is, Sun Jin Woo was actually he wanted to go first to the Jeju Island raid, but decided to decline it because he wanted to stay with his family. So the rest of the hunters, which is comprised of Korean hunters and Japanese hunters, are going without him. So he's going to stay on the sidelines. And again, he leveled up to 97, which is pretty cool. I can imagine just how much more powerful he will be once he reaches level 100, right? So that's where we are right now. That is where we are right now. And right now we're going to be looking at, Sun Jin Woo in the reading of, chapter 96, where we left off right there in 96. So we're going to see exactly where Sun Jin Woo will fit into it. And if he actually is going to have some action in fighting these beasts that is a nuisance, but also a very dangerous monster that is just itching away right now for a fight. So we're gonna go chapter 96 right now. So it says the second DDH 184, right? It says we'll also commence our attacks. Activate the electric jamming waves. Activating electric jamming waves, the soldier says. So it's almost like like a drone that is using that on the island right now. With this, the ants shouldn't be able to receive the signals from the queen, right? So immediately you're just seeing that that was kind of the plan of the Japanese hunters. That the Japanese hunters are going to be the ones that are going to take care of the ants outside, while the Korean hunters take care of the queen that's inside, right? And then you see the guy with the mask. Eek! He's the one that got beat up by Sun Jin Woo too. It's like, and then another one says, "Snap out of it, Kumamoto. Otherwise, you're going to die. Team B, bravo." All right. At this rate, don't you think we're going to end up killing all of the ants before the Korean team kills the ant queen? It is possible. Where did Kenzo go? So he's playing with tag with the ants. So these are the other Japanese hunters right there. He's going to around destroying the wings of the ones that can fly, acting like a kid as usual. That's Team C Charlie, Team D Delta. I can see fireworks near the entrance of the ant tunnel. I think his name was Choi Gon-jin. It's probably the work of that guy. Yeah, pretty much, right? My eyes, his flames. I wonder what will happen if we both clashed. Oh my gosh, really? You're thinking about that? And actually, we're seeing the Korean hunters, the Japanese hunters, cleaning house with these ants that are outside that barely have wings. A lot of these ants are frozen solid. And then the other guy says, it's going to be cold then hot. What else will happen? So you see that in the distance, the opening of the mountain on there, you see like glowing red. So this is the Bakong Dam crater lake. I heard this place was famous for its beauty. Now it's a complete mess. It's nothing more than an ant house at this point. Although the extent of my flame prison is used primarily for tying up enemies, ants below B rank shouldn't be able to get over this wall. So the ultimate soldier, Mr. Choi, actually made a prison, kind of like fire bars on top of the opening of the mountain, which is pretty cool right there. I will now search for the entrance. So he's about to like look with his fireball to see. He is literally just destroying. Like, what are you doing? It was like, even the Tiger Gill is like, what are you doing? It's like the tunnels are like a winding maze. So he's actually throwing a lot of his fireballs through every single hole that's in the mountain right there to see where is the queen located. Choi continues, if we aren't careful, we're only ending up getting lost or coming right back to where we started, just like the fireball I sent out. I'm going to assume the ant queen is located at a place where the explosion wouldn't be able to reach. If that's the case, it has to be the way. And he says, as expected of Mr. Choi, he's a reliable teammate. Yeah, even though they're from different guilds, right? And now he says, Mr. Choi says, let's go in. So Mr. Beck and Mr. Choi. And now we see Sun Jin Woo running. Amount ran 10 kilometers. You have completed your 10-kilometer jog. Status: strength 219, dexterity 230, intuition 200, stamina 200, intelligence 250, 0.0 physical damage reduction 46%. And then he's like, this is usually a lively neighborhood, but it seems there's nobody around. I guess the raid of Jeju Island began. The S-rank hunters on the Korean and the Japanese teams were undoubtedly some of the strongest hunters out there. And then he's kind of thinking to himself, there's no point in me watching the raid anyway. Even without me, I'm sure they're skilled enough to successfully complete it. As long as nothing out of the ordinary happens. Oh, Sun Jin Woo, knocking on wood. So we see more ants that are basically getting toasted. And it says, Mr. Choi says, aside from these few, all the ants were encounter were expected. And then the other guy says, this is the first time I've seen these bastards. Are they the Queen's royal guards or something? Either way, they're a little too weak. Their eyes are operified. I guess they were evolved in to specifically guard the insides of the ant tunnel. All right. They shouldn't be too hard to kill them. As long as they're not the Queen's Royal Guards, then we wouldn't have to. There won't be anything to stop us. All right. And then another guy says, "Do you really think the Queen is here? Because there are cases in history where the king would abandon their people and flee." And then Mr. Beck says, "They're just ants. They won't know how to do that. Besides, this is an island. They won't have anywhere else to flee." Yeah, because they don't have wings. It's pretty dark in here. Will this capture everything properly? He has like a little camera device, one of the A rank hunters. Well, I'm sure the main headquarters provided me with a decent one. All right, so they're walking towards the cave, and it's like, so Mr. Choi is the one, and this is the breeding ground. Look at all those freaking eggs all over the place right there. If this is the breeding ground in here, it means that the queen nest is nearby. Then those ants from earlier regarding these eggs, I will burn them all. And Mr. Choi's about to burn them, and then Miss Ma, hey, wait. Out of all the hatch eggs, that one alone is the biggest. Yeah, there it is. No way, it can't be an ant egg, right? What the fuck spawned there? Was it the Royal Guard then? We just need to focus on killing the queen. Don't pay attention to anything else. And it's like, I can see why Guanggu is alarmed. Yeah, like these monsters. And then one of the Japanese, I guess, hunters right there outside, it says, "Kenzo, look at him. It looks like a mess." So it's like, these bastards were pretty annoying. They had some sort of strategy in mind because they were flying at me in different formations. I probably killed around 30 of them, but I also end up injuring my shoulder and hip as well. And then the girl says, "Do you want me to heal you? Under one condition, though." I was like, "Shimizu, stop messing around and just heal me already. But I have something that I want, and it's not money this time." And then he's like, "What is it then? You have more money than me in the first place. A young kid like you is already addicted to the taste of money. Stop fooling around. The ants are coming. Hurry up. What do you want?" Oh! The girl's head just got cut off. And then this guy's like, "What is going on?" It's like, "Who's there? It's nearby." Oh, man. She didn't. Oh, rest in peace, girl, because there was nothing you can do. And then you see two glowing red eyes going anywhere. It's like, this fucking bastard. Yeah, his head is off too. Yep. Oh, we got two Japanese hunters that have been decapitated, and then another one's about to attack it, and no, that one got decapitated as well. 3 S-rank Japanese hunters gone in an instant. Oh, this is not good. Oh my gosh. This is not good at all. This is not good. Like, and I wonder what she was gonna ask. I have a feeling that girl was gonna ask something like, "Oh, can I get, the autograph of Jin Woo?" Because she was one of the people that asked, "Who's that person right there?" Oh boy, this is bad. So now we're gonna go to chapter 97, right? So we go to chapter 97, and the next thing we see is more ants, and this is from the Korean team that's inside. So it says, so these guys are the queen's personal bodyguards. Each one of them is at least an S rank. However, a monster is a monster. Their movements are simple and predictable, unlike hunters who utilize various tactics. So Mr. Ma. So no, I was thinking, so Ma is the guy. The other girl, no. That's Jin Woo's future wife right there. And then we see her, the Korean hunter right there, with the awesome sword blade right there. These ants are quite durable, more than I would have thought possible. Cha, that's her name. Cha, Miss Cha, is doing just wonders there. So Miss Cha is just cleaning house, and then this guy says these bodyguards are different from the normal ants, but it's fortunate there aren't as many of them. Please do not concern yourselves. I'll provide support from the rear, I should say. At least you're not acting cowardly. And Hung, you shouldn't be running around like a newbie either. Oh my gosh. Didn't you forget? Did you? You didn't forget, did you? These guys, they can live for a while after getting their heads bashed in. I'd rather you finish them cleanly so they can't attack us anymore. Sure, sure. We haven't even reached the queen's chambers, but we have already encountered the bodyguards. On top of that, there are third gens we fought before. I'm only speculating, Mr. Beck says. I think the first gen ants have been completely supplemented by the bodyguards. From here, we might get into the thick of things with the second gen guard ants. In that case, we better properly prepare ourselves. So this guy's already using a spell. He's actually buffing up. My body is boiling over with power. Yeah, everyone's boiling up, like right there. So he actually buffs all of the hunters right there. This is well beyond conventional buff. I feel like I could take on an whole army. How about we each take 10 at a time? I'm rated a rank in combat power at least. I'll take on 1 or 2 if you want to leave a couple for me. You think I'm crazy enough to rely on a healer for combat? You're contributing enough with your buffs, so just enjoy the show from the rear. So that's Mr. Beck. Just basically, he is just overflowing with power. Over 9,000, right? I had to use that reference. So now it goes to outside. It says, we're being set up to check Team Charlie since they fell out of contact. What the hell are they up to anyway? So this is the Japanese hunters right there. Hey, slow down. About here, I guess. Signs of comeback. I don't think we have any trouble with the ants. Where the hell did they disappear to? And then he sees the blood. He's like, Fujima, yes, glasses. And then he sees like, oh, it can't be. No, impossible. And then the guy with the mask is like, oh, it's like, oh, he threw up right now. Kay, what's wrong? What the hell is this stink? It's this unbelievable stench. I've never smelled it before. And then he's smelling something. Oh, and right now, he actually is using his ice attack right now to block it. No, that monster literally slashed through the ice and killed him right then and there. Oh, the Japanese hunters didn't know what they were getting themselves into right now. Whatever plan they had, it totally backfired. And then it goes back to inside the cave of the mountain. It says, damn it, we wasted too much time. No, I think we've done rather well finishing this number of ants in less than 5 minutes. Amazing, Bungu literally gave us wings. Even in the short amount of time, I think she killed twice the number I have. Yeah. There you go. So far, we spent 15 minutes. We'll probably be faster on our way back. So guesstimating with some room, I said we got about 30 minutes. The real important part is, how do we end this order? I think it's the queen and she's with her bodyguards, it seems. I'll scout and confirm it. So Mr. Beck is already using his scouting and he says, that's the queen. So they found it right there. He's using like his powers to see from very far away distance. So his tiger instincts. The queen's to the rear, 8 bodyguards in front. The bodyguards are all at about an S rank in the level, but with the strength of this party, they can take care of them and buy me some time to fight the queen. Hunter Cha, I've got the queen. Can you take care of the bodyguards? Leave them to me. And man, Cha is just awesome. That's why she's wife tier right there. Now Mr. Choi using his freaking salamander power of flame. I've always practiced moderation, but at least for today, I feel like it's not a waste to use my full power. So he's using his whole power like a freaking fire dragon to those freaking ants everywhere. And another guy, I'll cover your rear, don't worry. Right, no need to save my strength. So right now, Mr. Beck is already beastifying. He's transforming himself into a white tiger hybrid. It doesn't matter how hideous I become. If I can kill all these damn bugs, and he is literally just slicing them with his bare hands, using his hands that are literally claws right there. And then Miss Cha was like, that's Hunter Beck's magical beast transformation? Yeah. And she could just see he's just overflowing with power. Freaking awesome right there. But I don't know if they'll be ready for what's coming. And something worse is coming for the Korean hunters, let me tell you guys. So now we go to chapter 98. So in chapter 98, we see Hunter Cha, I'm counting on you. And then Miss Cha right there. Consecutive taunt. So she's using the taunt skills on the ants to get towards her. And then you see Master Ma is like, they're lining up for her until all the bodyguards are dead. I'll keep the queen occupied. You'll be Huckleberry. You'll be a Huckleberry. It's a famous line from a movie Tombstone about Wyatt Earp. I don't even know what that is, but okay, that's what it says. So now the guy that's like filming it, like he has the camera like attached to his helmet right there. So it begins in earnest. It's like, we got over 80% viewership right now. Get closer for a better view. So I guess he has a mic right there and a headpiece telling them, oh, you got to do this. You gotta do this right now, right? All right, so let me this right here. Thought I dropped something, but anyway, so they got 80%. It's like over 80% viewership. If we can just get a little bit more, and then he's getting closer, and then he got tugged by his collar right now. It's like there is an S rank boss in there. You know, no one's else is gonna be responsible for your life but you, right? If you understand, stay behind me. This is where it really starts. So that's the healer guy that buffs him up. It must be a complete lie that a healer is weak in a it must be a complete lie that a healer is weak in combat. He's doing better than I would have, even though I'm an A rank. Yeah, S rank and A rank, completely different powerhouses right there, different levels. So now it goes to I guess the residential area in Korea, I would assume. And it says, dear, do you plan to watch that Hunter show that's coming on today? Not interested. Don't be like that. The TV said earlier that we can finally beat those things up this time. So it's like an old elderly couple right there. Oh man, that TV looks old, and it looks like this is the month of December. It looks like 12 right there. And the guy is like reading a newspaper. That's what they always say. Not interested. Mwah. That's like the old man says it. They're doing it to avenge our only son, you know. I know this tears out our hearts, but we have to watch it. Oh, so that's why. Damn old fart. And then the TV announces, our proud and courageous hunters of the Great Republic of Korea have taken the first step in the Queen and Ant raid. And here we are in the inner spectrum and sanctum of the Queen Ant. On screen, you see a giant ant, likes of which we've never seen before. Hunter Ma Dong is managing well, but looks like the other hunters must eliminate the bodyguards fast and help out. Hunter Biek has defeated one of the bodyguards. Oh my goodness, people are losing their minds. Like you can hear like people just like, it's almost like a sports going on, like a sports, like everybody basically defeat the ant. You hear people just cheering like, woo! That's what's happening right now. Yes, we now have 4 on the left. Everyone's watching right now. And even on their phones, it's like, we've already defeated half of them. Now 3 are left. Everyone's like in the edge of their seats. 2 bodyguards are left. 2 more. And we can take down the queen. Everyone, even outside of the district area. We are on the cusp of successfully completing the raid. Dear, the formidable bodyguards have all been defeated. You gotta get it done by the 4th damn time. That's the only proper. All that's left is on the queen. Oh, that's the old guy. He's kind of like getting all teared up right now. It's like, you gotta get it done by the 4th damn time. It's like, that's only proper. Kill the queen, and that ant will be crushed of our existence. Director, we've exceeded 85% viewership. So he's talking about like the TV. You see a bunch of monitors right there. It must be the TV station in Korea. We did it. This record's ours. With this, we have the Great Republic of Korea have moments to go before we join the illustrations group of the United States, China, Russia, and France as another country that has cleared an S-rank gate. Push everyone. So that's going on. So only the United States, China, Russia, and France are the only other countries that have completed an S-rank gate. No other countries have done it. Wow, interesting. So now we're going back to the battle. They're fighting the ant. The queen ant is getting attacked. And then Beck with his tiger transformation is like, do not falter. A queen without her bodyguards is just an empty husk. And he is just slashing the queen like no tomorrow. Now she's actually spitting some sort of acid. Oh, the acid. It's like very poisonous. And nope, the guy healing them. Oh, that's good. Yeah, no poisons. If you're gonna get targeted, if you gotta target anyone, you should have targeted me. Oh, the queen got that taunt. And no, Mr. Ma with that big freaking shield. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna let you get it to our healer that easily. Everyone, back up. So now Mr. Choi is gonna use his fire right there. Boom! Hits him from the side, and now he's gonna put even more firepower. The queen is done. I could tell from my long years of experience. Yeah, Beck is saying the queen's near gone already, and victory seems within our grasp. But then, he's like screaming or something. What's this? The last roar of death cry? No, it feels different. She's calling for something. Goto-san, the ants. The ants are heading back to the nest. The interference wave is no longer having an effect. What? So now the ants are going back. I guess the queen was calling for the ants to come save her. Just what's going on there right now? And now they're just trying to kill the queen right now. So now we have Miss Cha hitting it right there. Is it over? Did we just become the 7th team to clear an S-rank gate? No, wait, I'm detecting something in the air. They say the ants are heading back this way. We have to get out now. What? We should have still have time. You're telling me the Japanese hunters couldn't keep them back for a whole hour? I don't have all the facts. The association is looking into it, but the flame net that I have placed around the nest entrance has been breached. Oh my gosh. Oh, and there's something going on. Everything is going on contrast right now. They're feeling something ominous, and something is stepping right there. Impossible. And then you see a screech that's so loud. It's making like freaking it like big waves right there, sound waves. This power, and the mountain even can sense that power right now. Is it from a single beast? Yeah, there's something. Yeah, that was the one that you had to worry about, not the queen. This guy right here. Oh boy. So now we're gonna go to the next chapter right now. We're gonna go to chapter 99, right? So we go to chapter 99, and now we're gonna see what are they getting themselves into. So it says, it's because of my protective skill called camouflage. It allows me to lay low and hide my presence completely. Although in order for the skill to be effective, I'm not able to move, but for a healer, it's fine trade-off. That sinister strength came from that one ant just now. Yeah. And then Miss Cha, she's like almost about to throw up, like she smells something. It's like, and then you see this guy, this freaking huge ant from hell. It is grotesque. Let me tell you, it is very grotesque. This freaking ant right now. Like this freaking ant is literally just standing, and you see that he is just with this ominous power right there, just walking left to right, and he's just showing his domination right there. He's saying, this, like, you thought the queen was the boss. No, I'm the boss right here, right? And everyone is just like, what a terrifying pressure. I can't believe it. This isn't your ordinary beast. And you can see like there's just some red aura, ominous aura emanating from this freaking single black ant right now. The thing that suddenly appeared before our eyes was an entity that could strike fear with just the sound of its footsteps. We don't have time to be standing around like this. We need to hurry and kill that thing first. And you see that Master Ma, the Korean hunter, he feels like his whole body is being torn apart just by the pressure of this ant. And then he couldn't do anything. The ant basically stepped over. No, it actually wasn't even paying attention to the Korean hunter. He's just walking past him and now is looking towards the queen. It just walked right past us. It's like, what? And now Oh, you see more ominous right there, and you see that. Oh, even the S rank hunters are literally falling into the ground right now just by the pressure. And then you see Miss Cha, she's still barely standing up. Oh, right behind her. Oh, she got hit right on the sides. Blood coming out. Ooh, a big hit from her. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. And she got hit pretty bad. It says Hunter Cha. And then you see, oh, the shield could not prevent him. The shield got broken. And now, oh, he actually tore his arm right there. He tore both of the arms. He tore the arms of Hunter Ma right there. And now he's looking. Now Mr. Beck right there, he's trying to attack. No, then Mr. Beck gets hit, and now Mr. Choi gets hit. He is down for the count, and then you see another hunter from the distance. If I'm in this distance, he won't be able to miss my shot. So he fired the shot, going towards him. Nope, stopped it right then and there. He even stopped that, and he broke the arrow right there. Oh, he just got hit pretty bad. And now he just flung everyone else. Even if you rip my arms off, as long as I have Hunter Mung Byung-gu, it won't be an issue. So he actually can restore his arms that were broken off right there. Ripped off, I should say. It's because of my protective skill Camouflage. It allows me to lay low and hide my presence completely. But he's saying, like, even if you want me to eliminate me, you won't know where my whereabouts are. So Master Ma is trying to hit him. And as long as my team has my heals, they won't be easily defeated. No, he actually got him from the legs and just threw him out like a freaking ragdoll and knocked him out. Oh, so even the healer, oh, he knows where he is. He's like, my camouflage skill is active, so it shouldn't know where I am unless it knows, yeah. Byung-gu! And it was right behind him. Oh, literally, the ant literally stabbed him through using his claws. He's like, Ming Byung-gu! Mr. Beck is just screaming. Oh, he's done. He's done. We have already have our first casualty of the Korean hunters right there. And it's not good, guys. It's not good. So now we're going to go to chapter 100. We reached it, guys. Chapter 100 of solo leveling. Oh my God. This is not looking good right there. Hung. Oh, he's just literally, he doesn't know what to do. He's been stabbed through. He's just run. He's saying to his friend, oh, he got decapitated. The ant bit his head off right there, and everyone is shocked. Oh, he bit his head, and then freaking Beck is trying to hit him, and no. Hyung, run. Oh, he could talk? Run, Hung. Run. Is like, you fucker. The monster has absorbed him through the body. You are weak. We have lost our queen. The monster can actually talk. The life of your lowly conscript doesn't balance the equation. Who is your king? King, he's saying. He's like literally being choked. And you see basically Choi, the cameraman, almost like shitting his pants right now. And then Master Beck. And then something's happening to the ant right now. It says outside. He is outside, a strong presence. And he actually let go of the freaking Tiger Guild guy, Mr. Beck, outside. Did he go to Goto? Ryuji? This is not the time. We must escape this place before he returns. Oh, and now the ants are coming back. It's like, God damn it, the ants. So they can't even escape because the ants are now coming in. So now you see the next section is where you see the Japanese hunters moving away. It says, this is strange. Neither Team Charlie or Team Delta is responding. Perhaps this is related to the interference wave issue. They are certainly with the transmission distance. Team Bravo, check in. Bravo, check in. You can't contact Team Charlie or Team Delta either? No. I can only contact Team Alpha. Should we go check it out? It says, we're heading that way. You should finish up there and move to the extraction point. Understood. And then he gets something. Beep, beep. It's like, got something else? Goto, it's me. Yes, Chairman Matsumoto. So this is off the coast of China. They sure got a big thing brewing in Korea. Be that as it may, I doubt that ants can fly all the way over China. But seeing how invested Japan is in all this, Goto Ryuji must be desperate to be a national class hunter. All the national class hunters have cleared an S rank gate. As accomplished as Goto Ryuji is, he's never cleared an S rank gate. I wonder though, I don't quite understand. It's nothing. But from what I could see, it seems too much of a convenient excuse. So this is, I guess, the Chinese fleet that's right over the Pacific. Whatever. Goto Ryuji is nowhere close to that goal. You think so? Well, if you had taken, but one look at Ryu's Kong, you would know. Captain, Ryu's Kong surely made it a fan out of you. You could say that. At any rate, I think this rate is sure to come back and bite someone in the ass. And then Goto, he's like, shock Goto, Goto respond, and everyone's like just covering their mouths. They just see a whole. There's this guy that you can just see the rib cage, literally just death. Is there a problem? We have fatalities. What a needless loss. I thought we elected to this strategy to avoid that possibility. You are correct, and it's the guy with the mask. He's literally been eaten alive. They were weak. It's nothing to be concerned about. Whoa, he's cold. He said that his home team, the Japanese team, is weak. Strict as always. Well, as long as we have you, there's no real loss. For having a couple of them die off. Yes. So I guess he's talking to someone from Japan. Is the Korean team, is he fighting the Queen right now? Yes, they are. But following the satellite malfunction, it looks like the ants have swarmed back to the Queen. It's something new to think about. So far, hasn't seemed to cause any big issues. Your assignment on the Koreans team's chance to return alive. From what I had seen in our competition, with the sum power of the hunters participating, and he's thinking about Sun Jin-woo, it would be 0. And then the guy says, good. We, the team of Japan, have done everything we could, but with the team Korea's annihilation, we must regretfully retreat. Goto's national class challenge unfortunately falls short. It's a perfect headline. Literally, they were actually it was a conspiracy right now. They were literally conspired against the Korean hunters right now. They were doing it on purpose. They wanted the S-rank hunters to die, the ones from Korea. They wanted to have the Korean S hunters to die. And he says, good, we, the team of Japan, have done everything but with the team's Korea's annihilation, we regretfully retreat. So that's what he was thinking. It's like, but the ultimate goal, total elimination of Koreans S-rank hunters, is a success. Oh my gosh, really? And guess what? They're the ones that are going to be in trouble. Japan, I mean. The Japan S-rank hunters. So the guy says, everyone pull back. Understood. We're pulling back. Yes. We'll recover the bodies at a later date, and then something happens. Oh, so Goto actually blocked it, but one of his teammates got his head decapitated. Ishida! This is no ordinary ant. I'll take over from here. Minaru, you will join up with Team Bravo right now, but with enemies still strong, you'll just get in the way. An ant with a sharp presence. Oh my gosh. Are you the king? And he's holding the freaking head of one of the freaking Japanese hunters that was decapitated right now. A monster, an ant no less, is talking. A king? Yes. I am the king. Really? And his king, and now he's actually forcing his magical pressure on Goto Ryuji. What? This magical power, I felt this before. When was this? He's remembering Sun Jin-woo. The sword got broken. Oh, he got decapitated as well. Goto got decapitated. The guy that supposedly was Japan's #1 hunter got decapitated. Karma is a bitch. Let me tell you guys. Karma is gonna get you. They were conspiring against South Korea's hunters, and That's what happened right there. It says, President Choi, can you turn up the heat? If I did, we'll lose all the little oxygen we have left. So they're still fighting to keep the ants out right there. Everyone has received critical injuries. Bunkin Gu did little he could, but no way any of us is anywhere near normal. At least Choi has enough for the last gamble with his flames, and he's literally trying just to survive because the freaking ants are just piling in right now while we're seeing it going on. And then Choi is just doing the best. This is as far as we can go. And then you see Beck, he's just like sweating right now. Whoa, wait, there's something under his feet right now. Oh, the shadow, Sun Jin Woo. It's like, what is that black warrior? Yeah, that's Sun Jin Woo. Oh, the soldier's actually giving a signal to Sun Jin Woo. And it's like, yeah. And he says, exchange. So he teleported. Oh, it's time for round 2, guys. Sun Jin Woo coming for the rescue, right? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So now we go to chapter 101. 101. It says, oh, and then the camera guy, hey, what's going on? It's like the ants are coming. It's like, I can't believe the last conversation I had with my father was whether or not he ate for dinner. I should have talked with him more. Father. And he's like closing his eyes, and then, oh, the ant, he got slashed right now. Slashed. And it's Ingress. It's Ingress, and it's KMS, I think. That's like the Korean managing broadcast station. I guess that's what it's called. It says, because of one ant, all the S-rank hunters are getting killed. What the hell is this turn of events? Chief, due to the flood of calls from the viewers, our communication network is about to die. So what, are you telling me you want me to continue broadcasting our hunters getting ripped apart on national TV? And he's like, it's over. We're done for. Chief, some ominous figure appeared in the scene just now. What do you mean by that? So they're looking. Take a look at this, sir. Oh my God. I can't believe this. Hurry. Get the broadcast running again. Huh? But if we start broadcast right now, then the coverage will be be live. An emergency situation we're going to occur. We won't be able to deal with it. It says, we already stopped our broadcasting once, so things can't get any worse than this. Nothing will stop us now. Turn the broadcast back on, no matter what. So now we see Sun Jin Woo. Now our fate. Oh, and you see Sun Jin Woo is coming like a boss right now. He's actually coming like a boss. Is entirely in that person's hands. And you see Sun Jin Woo coming like a freaking awesome guy right there. He is just, that's why he's the GOAT, man. He is just freaking awesome. Oh, man. He is just coming like with that stutter step right there. Saving, and he says, skill, Shadow Exchange level 1, class-specific skill, no mana cost. You are able to switch places with your Shadow Soldier. After using this skill, there is a 3-hour cooldown before you are able to use this skill once more. The cooldown is dependent on the level of the skill. You are able to use this skill again in 2 hours and 59 minutes and 47 seconds. So now you see Jin Woo coming with a freaking arsenal, his shadow army right there, his shadow raid. And it's like, iron, roar, iron skill, taunt has been used. And then you see the ants. And then good job, iron. And it's like, now Sun Jin Woo takes out his 2 blades right there, his daggers. It's like, item, Demon King's Dagger, obtain rank S. Type dagger, attack plus 222. This dagger was obtained from the Demon King Baron. By equipping both the Demon King's Dagger and a set of effects will be applied. The set effect, 2 for 1. Each dagger attack will have the same tier of the holder stats applied to them. And you see Jin Woo just cleaning house right there. Oh, and everyone is just in shock. And then the Shadow Soldiers is just like protecting the injured S-rank Korean hunters. What just happened? Who is fighting right now? That's Mr. Ma. It's like, and then Mr. Beck, Master Ma, there is no need for us to worry anymore. It's like, everything will be fine now. Even he knows, man. Mr. Beck, he knows it's like everything's gonna be fine. So he's just freaking slashing. You see Ingress slashing right there, doing his best. And you see also Tank as well. And you see Iron Shall we hurry things up? Arise. Oh, he actually is using a rise on the ants. What is this? What the hell is just happening right now? Did those ants just get revived? But now they're shadow ants right now. Hey, are you there? Hurry and telecast the situation right now. Hurry. The entire country is watching right now. Even I'm not sure what's happening right now. He's like so shocked. He's shell shocked right now. But I'm not sure why. But the ants are killing each other. Yeah, because the shadow ants are killing the other ants. Everyone, please gather over here. It's like, all right, I can't trade with these people. It's like, I'll explain everything later. But for now, please just drink this. So he's using the potions. Oh, everyone's up. It's like, my wounds are all healed. Why is that Hunter Cha still not regained consciousness? She's in a critical state right now, and I can't treat her with my current skills. Her senses are getting weaker. It seems this place has been cleared. Before more ants come rushing in, you guys need to hurry and leave this immediately. Will do. And then something appears right there. The king does not exist outside. He was no king. Oh, that freaking black ant. Is there a king? Is there someone who can become a king? If that bastard came back, does that mean Goto Ryuji was killed by him? Yeah, Mr. Beck knows. And then Mr. Ma, oh shit. Master Ma, Sun Ji-woo says, I'll leave Hunter Cha in your care. It's like, Hunter Song, I should have known ever since the signals from my shadows were disconnected from Goto Ryuji that he probably was killed. Are you the king of the humans? Oh, he's talking to Sun Jin-woo right there. Wow, a bug is talking to me. Oh, and then you see the face off right now. You see freaking Sun Jin-woo and the freaking bug right there. It's like, yeah, this is gonna be freaking awesome. You see Sun Jin-woo with the blue, and you see the freaking bug on the red, right? Good stuff right there. So now we go to 102, right? So we go to 102, and then you see Sun Jin-woo. Oh, you see Goto. He's actually using the memory. Human, you have a dangerous aura. Oh, so, and then he's using his, I guess, his screech attack right now. And it's like, now you seem more like a bug. Oh, it didn't even affect him right there. It's like solo leveling 5 minutes earlier. It says, broadcast will start soon. The quality broadcast is being prepared. We apologize for the inconvenience. And then all the hunters in Korea is like, what's going to happen to the hunters? What was that ant just now? How can they end the broadcast like this? Hyungmin, what's happening right now? And then this is the broadcast from Korea. We will relay what has just been confirmed. Through the transmission, we learned that Min Byung-gu has died. Everyone is shocked. And the safety of the remaining hunters in the ant tunnel could not be confirmed. Everyone is shocked. Ah, an unidentified hunter just appeared on the scene. So you see the three people like looking. Will come now to relay the broadcast. And everyone is shocked. It's like, huh? What's going on? Wait. And you have quite a dangerous aura. Are you the king? That's right, I'm the king. Keek, beep. This was where we lost touch with him. An ant that's able to talk like a human. And furthermore, Goto-san was taken out by that monster. Oh, the Japanese president right there. Yes, associate president. Where the fuck is that monster? Matsumoto Shiogyo, the associate president of the Japanese Hunter Committee. It just reappeared at the Queen's lair. That Korean team is still alive then. And he's like, oh, yes, it would seem that way. So I guess they're looking at the radars that are going on right now. You see two powerful auras with like a bunch of other mini auras. And I think those are the ants. So the Japanese are actually looking from the satellite how things are going out there. Also, a new entity with an insane magic strength that rivals the ants has just appeared just now. And he says, fuck the broadcast. Turn on the broadcast that is being aired in Korea right now. And it's like, yes, sir. Mom, what are you up to? Oh, I'm sorry I was bothering you with your studies. The tea wasn't working for some reason. Where did Oppa go? He stepped outside. He said he had something he had to do. That's the mom, Jin-woo's mom. Jin-ah, how does the TV work? Wait, hold on a sec, mom. It's like these kids are pretty loud today. It's like, oh. And now the sister of Sun Jin was looking at the broadcast. Oh, I see DS BS. I got copyrights. It's like, oh, everyone is shocked. Like, that's my big bro. That's my big bro. And then you see someone basically tearing off a side of a chair. He's like, isn't that person Sun Jin Woo? Oh, it's the chairman of Korea. He's just excited. It's like, Chairman, please calm yourself. He literally broke the chair. He's just so excited. He's like, yes, he came to save the day. And now everyone's looking at the broadcast right now. We see Sun Jin Woo freaking fighting an ant right there. The whole world is watching right now. The whole freaking world is watching Sun Jin Woo. And now you see the ant is about to take a swing towards Sun Jin Woo. Hits him cleanly, but he's standing his ground right there. And then there's a shockwave that's going on. A shockwave. The strength of their magic is insane. We look down on that ant too much, but it just took a direct hit. Yeah. But what happened? Weak. You're not the king either. What? Oh, everyone is shocked. Mr. Choi, I should say, and Mr. Beck. And then you see Sun Jin Woo. He's like, yeah, you hit me. And then what? He just spit out his blood. It's like all you did was just a little scratch right there. Pooh. He's just like, all right. And it's like Dominator's touch has been activated. And now Sun Jin Woo is clenching his fist right there. And then the freaking ant is like, oh, really? You think you can hit me? He's like, come on, take your best shot. Take your best shot. Sun Jin Woo takes his best shot. Boom! Sends that freaker flying, and everyone is shocked. Everyone's like, what is going on? Everyone is shocked. They're like, huh? What just happened? Master Beck, Master Choi, are you absolutely certain that Hunter's son is a magic type? Even if I had a hard time believing that is as well. Yeah, everyone is shocked. Everyone's like, what is going on? He's pretty sturdy. It's because of the exoskeleton. It's getting in the way. So now he's like, oh yeah, time to get the big guns right there. So now they're fighting, blocking. Sun Jin Woo blocks that attack. Sun Jin Woo hits him again with another punch. And then the other ant, again, the freaking black ant is fighting it again. Just back and forth right there. Just back and forth. Bam, bam, bam. Just hitting him right there. The pressure here is overwhelming. Even an A rank like me can barely withstand it. That's the camera guy. It's like the strength of their magic alone is making me lose consciousness. I'm losing a battle of strength? What is this? What is the true identity of this human? And then no, it's like, yeah, Hunter Sun Jin Woo, don't play around, man. You do not play around. And then we see what is going on to the next chapter right there. So now we go up to chapter 103, right? So we go to chapter 103. So we see the back and forth between the ant and Sun Jin Woo. Sun Jin Woo and the ant are just hitting just hard right there. He cracked the shell. Yeah, the freaking ant's shell is cracked right now. Impossible. He did that to me. And then Sun Jin Woo comes back and boom! Another hit. Another clean hit. Now you see that the freaking ant is using a poisonous tongue right there. Throws it at Sun Jin Woo, hits him, grazes him by the cheek right there, right? It says poison, so the poison is spreading to his body. The skill I just happened to absorb from the cone snail paralysis poison, one of the most deadliest poison that naturally occurs in the wild. It combines with magic inside the body and concentrates, turning into a much deadlier poison. How unfortunate, human. Oh, really? Die. So he's about to hit Sun Jin Woo, and then everyone... Oh, so the scene is outside, and you see one of the Japanese hunters, one of the women right there. Minaru, Sugimoto-san, contact me. What happened? We can't win. Monster or S rank or whatever is not a monster that we can handle by mere humans. Not even Goto-san, certainly not us. What the hell are you saying? Did you lose your mind? Damn it, you're useless. And now she's like, it's gonna get troublesome for us here on. God damn it. And then look, Sun Jin Woo actually held the freaking claw from hitting him. What? Even the ant is surprised. And then the hand gets hit in the freaking face. The poison did not work whatsoever. The poison has been neutralized. as I thought. It was getting happy, strangely happy. I guess it's because of the poison. That's funny. That's why he was like, I thought I was getting strangely happy. I guess because of the poison. Perhaps it's because my perception has improved. I can perceive his feelings. He's getting nervous for sure. Yeah, he's nervous. However, I am too. Yeah, Miss Cha, she's like in really bad state right now. I have to end this as soon as possible. And now he's about to kick him right there. He dodges it. It's like, where did it go? It disappeared. So Sun Jin Woo is looking, poison isn't working. A contest of strength really wasted time. So what he's going to use, if his strength is physical power, there's no need to match with him. My real advantage lies in speed. Oh, so he's actually using his speed ability right now. All right, so he's going to go right there. I'll reduce the size I had increased and put everything into agility. So he's actually putting away all the weight and getting much more skinnier right now. So let's see. I'm done with the warm-up. All right, so you see Sun Jin Woo just like, he's just getting ready for that. So we see more. So now we see the freaking bug. He dodged it? Yeah, he dodged it. Bam! Not even your speed was enough, bro. That speed was useless. Trash right there compared to Sun Jin Woo. Boom, and then you see that. And then he is actually matching up for speed. He's not only matching my speed, but he's getting even faster. How is that possible? He's about at the level of the Demon Monarch or even stronger. However, I have a better weapon now, and I can become stronger since defeating him. Without a doubt, his exoskeleton has cracked noticeably. Yeah, you can see he is cracked right there. Nothing you can do. I can finish this. So he's hitting him with everything he got, and now he's getting even more. Now even his claws are getting hit right now. Now, skill critical hit has been activated, and he is just, boom, he is just hitting him like no tomorrow right there. That stupid bug. Consecutive. Critical hit has been upgraded to its final form. Critical chain. Upgrade. Critical chain level max. Nice. So it's like a chain of attacks. And now he's like, where do you think? Critical chain has been activated. And then he keeps actually following him. Not too bad. Critical chain has been activated. Nice. He is just literally just beating him. He is no match. And he actually lost an arm right now. Oh, it's like, is there really nothing I'm superior to this human in? No, there is one. And he does a cry of some sort. Is he crying for help? Oh, his ant army right there. How's that, human? And he's smiling. You see Sun Jin Woo. He's like, go forth. And now he's summoning his creatures right now. You see all the good ones. You see Ingrith. You see Iron. You see Tank. And you see the rest of his shadow army right there, ready to lay the smack down. That is freaking awesome right there. Freaking awesome, Jinwoo. So now we go to chapter 104. So we go to chapter 104. And now we see more of the battle between Jinwoo's shadow soldiers and the ants right there. It says, come forth. And then, oh, look at that. Focus on the ants. If the humans get hurt, I won't ever summon you again. He's telling Tusk that. He summoned Tusk. Tusk skill, Hymn of Giants have been activated. Tusk skill, Hymn of Fire, Drake/Dragon has been activated. He literally is using a freaking flamethrower of death, just destroying. He just summoned a warrior? For real? He was summoned? Yeah, it's like, no, however you see it, he's not a mere summoned warrior. It's more like the advent of the Demon King falling into earth. And even the ant is like, how could this be? I was more powerful than any other the moment I was born. I swallowed up everything in my path and stood at the apex, growing without limit. That was me, a monarch. I was a monarch. That's how it should be. And then you see Sun Jin Woo. Oh, he's seeing that flee. And you could see Sun Jin Woo. He is literally emanating something. He's like a shadow guy right there, looking pretty awesome right now. He's just like, and he's being, I must flee to stay alive. I must flee. And nope, it's not gonna flee. Nope, that's not gonna happen in Sun Jin Woo's watch right there. I must flee. So the ant is fleeing. Is like, that must be Hunter Ming's Bu healing ability. It's the first time I've seen a monster that can absorb the ability of those that he has consumed. So he's running. I must put a distance between us. Denominator's touch has been activated. So he actually was able to get the freaking ant to go down. It's like, oh, he is crushing by the weight of him. It's like, yeah, he's like trying to run away. I won't let you flee. And he's about, critical chain has activated, and boom, you have defeated your foe. You have gained a level. Bam. So he basically defeated it, and now it's like Hunter Sun Jin Woo. Cha Hyun-in she's in critical state. It's like, damn it, I wasted too much time. I have to find a healer fast. There's still a cooldown time left. I haven't tested to see if I can move with another person in the tow. Even I can go with Queso. Hunter Cha would be dead before I can return. Does the Drawn Sword Guild have any surviving healers? I have to find any. And he says, could you turn off the camera for a bit? Excuse me? Hurry, if you don't, I'll destroy it. Of course. Why the camera all of a sudden? Shadows, all of you, search for the body of Hunter Ming Byung-gu. Byung-gu's body? It can't be. So they found the body right there. His head was eaten. Will it work? Hunter Sun Jin Woo, what are you planning to do? So Beck is like, Shadow Summon is possible with this body. How fortunate. So he's actually going to use the extraction right now on a dead hunter. This is the only way. Arise. So like always, just freaking awesome, right? Every time he says it is just awesome. And every time he does it, we're more freaking surprised. And we shouldn't be surprised. Arise. So he's using the shadow extraction. Shadow summon has failed. It says, God damn it. Arise. Shadow summon has failed. With my level of summon skill, this should have been so simple. He must possess a strong will against being summoned. Almost like he's telling me it's an evil act to summon a shadow from a person. So you see freaking Iron kind of like, huh, what's going on? However, the living takes precedence. Arise. So he's actually using Hunter Jin Woo. What the hell are you doing to Byung-gu? Your ability, the true nature of your ability is, and he's got the power over the dead. So now we see Hunter Bu actually being summoned right now. I could not believe it. So it actually works. Even without a head, it works. So the soul of a person can be used for Jin Woo's experience. But that makes sense, right? Because it means that, remember the guy Iron was also summoned through that too. So it shouldn't surprise us, right? But I guess because it didn't have a head, we thought like, well, can it be summoned a little bit? Because it was basically been in and off by that freaking ant guy. So now we go to chapter 105 right there. So we're going to chapter 105. So he has the ability to resurrect the dead. Impossible. Hunter's son Jin Woo is able to utilize that power over the dead. So Hunter's son is definitely not a normal summoner. So now the summon is actually using that. Byung-gu is able to help Hunter Cha. I can tell what kind of person he was. I didn't give him any orders, but he's healing Hunter Cha all on his own. He's a very kind and warm person. He's no longer Byung-gu. He says, that's right. He's able to summon the dead. I can't believe it. That's the camera guy. I can see why he wanted me to turn off the camera. We shouldn't broadcast something like this. The whole world would like to see. The more intense the battle gets, the stronger he becomes. That's quite a fearsome power. I'm sure you'll be participating in more battles to come, Mr. Beck says. And I'm sure you'll be needing the help of Gu's healing abilities. But Gu is someone who's tired of fighting. Would it be possible if you do not send if you do not send him right back to fight? And then he's like breathing and thinking. Hunter Sun Jin Woo, it's like, that's the second time you've done that, touching my shoulder. But the only difference from the first time is that this isn't a command, it's an earnest request. Besides, I was having the same thoughts as you were having. Cancel extraction. Oh, he did it so he can rest in peace. So even Gu was kind of surprised. I thought he was going to be part of his team right there. And then you see Gu and Beck kind of looking at each other, and he's like, oh, he's smiling. Oh my God, saying a final goodbye. And then you see, thank you. So Mr. Beck tells Sun Jin Woo, thank you for that. The hunters are coming out. So you see that Hunter Cha is still unconscious, and then you see Beck, carrying the dead body of Gu out there. I'll be staying behind here, huh? Why Hunter Sun Jin Woo? I have something left to do. I see, because it's still not over. Oh, because the ants are still swarming in. I'll clear the way for you guys, and then clean up the remaining ants. Kaisel. Then I'll see you all later. So his other summon right there, everyone is shocked right there, just how cool he is. You just summon him. He's just riding. He's freaking awesome. Depart. So you see Kessel just being freaking awesome, and Jun Woo just riding it like a king right there. So he's now fighting all the ants, and now we go back to the naval ships. It says, so this is the Japanese team. That was definitely a monster. You guys didn't see it, so you wouldn't know. But the thing that's happening to Goto-san when he was fighting that monster, there was no way we could have won against that. This raid was a failure. There's probably no one who can defeat a monster like that. No need to worry, a guy says. The raid on Jeju Island is over. The monster was already taken care of. That's impossible! We just got confirmation from the Koreans' headquarters, so it's true. Sugimoto-san, it seems there is a skilled hunter in Korea. And then he's remembering that phone call with Goto-san. Ryoji is like, but it's probably not the same level as you, Goto-san. I'm not sure about that. What's the name of a hunter? Sun Jin Woo. The ants have started to spread out. There are still some ants remaining. Prepare for battle. So right now, the battleships are getting ready for the ants. And you see Sun Jin Woo basically clearing all of the ants and destroying all the eggs. Even killing the ants that haven't hatched still adds to my experience. How lucky. Inventory. I'll need to clean out my inventory soon. Wait, what's that? Oh, I forgot about this. And it's the sword right there. It's pretty cool. Just the way he has it, like it just commands him respect right there. Because it's like that sword that he won against the demon castle right there, the one that actually inflicts lightning. So it's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. So now we see, let's test this out. So he's using the lightning, and he's just basically spinning it, and he's throwing lightning all over and destroying it. It's like, wow, it would be a waste to leave this thing in storage. I guess I'll take care of the remaining eggs with this item. Pretty awesome. And now we see a TV that's being displayed somewhere in a building of some sort. What are your thoughts? Director? Watching the footage made time fly quickly. quite fast, possibly. I can't believe it's already 4 a.m. David Brennan, director of the Bureau of Hunters. You already know the answer I'm going to give. Isn't that why you came at me at this ungodly hour? Michael Connor, a hunter who can summon and control hundreds of soldiers. He is an anomaly. An anomaly. Says, I find him to be a waste to remain in a small country like South Korea. An anomaly. There you go. See, I can't even speak. So he's saying a hunter who can summon and control hundreds of soldiers. He's an anomaly. I find him to be a waste of remaining in a small country like South Korea. My thoughts are the same. Do you have any other information on him? This is something that happened a couple months back. So this is a folder right there. Otherwise known as the Sung Kwan incident. In the Northeast United States, he was someone who was captured by an A-rank hunter from an A-rank gate. No one knew if he was an entity from the dungeon or a monster from the dungeon, but he claimed to be a South Korean hunter. The information that was collected during that time was stored into a database. It turns out that the man and Sun Jin Woo are father and son. It's pretty awesome right there, man. Can you imagine that? That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So you see that they're already talking about Sun Jin Woo's father right now. So now it's our perfect chance. No other country knows about who Sun Jin Woo is. This is different from the time with Hwang Dong-soo. Oh, that guy that wants him and Jinho die because they had to kill his brother. All the way in the back in the chapters, if you remember. South Korea has been an ally to the United States for quite some time. If we were to take 2 of their S-rank hunters, wouldn't it signal that we want to end the relationship with them? But isn't he someone who is worth doing that for? Oh, it's like, are you able to make it happen? I will try my best, sir. You leveled up. With this, I should be a level 100. Whoa, dude. Congrats, man. Level 100, and we just passed the 100th chapter. It's no mere coincidence, Sun Jin-woo. So Sun Jin-woo, level 100, man. That is freaking awesome. Finally. With this is this one has a quite fearsome aura. So he's actually going to use the shadows summon for that bug. Arise. Huh? And there's like this weird darkness. What is this darkness? I can't see anything. Or he can't sense anything. Is it because of my shadow extraction skill I use on this guy? Did it fail? Ah, I'm back. And he's like, you have successfully extracted the shadow. Oh, I thought I failed, but I guess not. And there you see the freaking shadow extraction. The next one. I wonder what the name is going to be for this guy. And it's level 1 rank general. And he's actually kneeling in front of him right now. Pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So the bug that he defeated earlier, that no one could defeat, is now bowing to freaking Sun Jin-woo. Kneeling. I should say kneeling, not bowing, but yeah, kneeling towards Sun Jin-woo. And now we're going to see what's going to happen. It's a rank I've never saw before. Normal, elite, 9, and the next must be general rank. It means that this brat is much stronger than the other shadows. If I consider the stats when it was alive, it makes sense. This time the queen, my king, it actually talks. Please give me a name. A name? It seems that the ultimate loyalty is the same for this one too. How can you talk to me? I was able to. And he's like, he's able to? Since he was able to talk before he became a shadow, can he still speak? No, Iron was human and he couldn't speak after he became a shadow. And Hunter Gu, Tusk were all the same. There's only one difference in ranking. Then maybe the others will be able to talk if they level up. So it's like, all right, I was the one who killed you. Can you still be obedient and follow me? And the shadow bug says, no, I'm not dead, but reborn my liege's power. I have happiness overflowing inside me. I will always follow you, my liege. I like the sound of that. My liege. Oh, and look, the other ants are also bowing towards him. Please give me a name. It says Gemi or ant won't be right. It will. It says Gaemi is a Korean word for ant, a name that distinguishes him from the other ants. The famous author who wrote that novel, The Ants, suddenly popped into my head. And he's like, name after Bernard Weber. Your name will be Beru. And then thank you, my master. So Beru, level 1. Good, now let's make the queen shadow. Arise. So he's actually making the queen, and it's a general as well. And then, something's happening. The ants are reacting. It's like, huh? The connection between the ants became weak. Beru, what's happening? The ant's queen normal ability is to control the ant colony. Does that mean that the control over the ant colony is given up to the queen? Yes, that is the case. There isn't much magic power compared to the rank. Is there any reason why the queen's magic decreased? Mostly the magic of the ant queen is for reproduction. It is impossible to reproduce without a body. So you're telling me that the queen ant doesn't fight? Yes, my liege, that's what I stated. There doesn't need to be 2 heads in the organization. Cancel extraction. So you basically cancel it. Stop. We don't need to collect the magic crystals. Oh, the other ants is like, these crystals will be used to rebuilding the Jeju Island for compensating the loss of damage. And they're like, yes, they're like throwing away. It's not something we should keep on our hands on. This one from Beru's dead body will be enough. Oh, it's like a black stone right there. Moreover, the problem is the ants that are all over. Can I sweep them out as much with military force? I'll try as much as I can. And now it's like, Master, that's what the ant says. Beru says, I feel it. The enemies are going through the difficulties, but they have no leader. They cannot organize the masses and are scattering. So Jin-Woo says, Beru, did you have a count of a total number of ants? There were 8,700 ants before the raid today. The number of survivors are a total of 4,000 ants, Master. And he's like, Sun Jin-Woo says, I thought there were quite a lot. They were exterminated. I never thought there would be this many left. If it's you, do you think you can exterminate all of them? And then Beru says, what he's gonna say, if you give me an order. It's like the ants are flying over here. So we see like all the battleships that are firing right there, and then you see the mages hunters firing at all the ants. It's like the ants are heading north. They're clashing with the Knights Guild. Next is our turn. All the hunters attack. So they're trying to attack what's on the air. Now our Fame Guild should join the battle too. Slaughter every single one of them. What are you doing? One ant is the same level as a B rank. If you aren't in formation, you'll be defeated. Stay in formation. We'll recover the reputation of the Reapers Guild. And then this guy is like, he's like, how am I supposed to fight with these monsters? His title in A rank just isn't just an empty shell. They're like dragging him. Oh boy, he's like, come on, bro. The ants already arrived on shore. Oh, so now it's actually close to the shore of Korea. Do you think we can take on these ants? It's fast. They're already in front of our noses. And then you see, oh, Mr. Song right there. He's like, what killed all these ants just now? It was incredible speed. I couldn't catch it with my own eyes. What the hell was that? And it's Beru, and they can't even see it because he's just that freaking fast. Pretty cool, pretty awesome right there. So now we go to chapter 107, right? So we go to 107, and let's see. It took 2 days to clean up the ants, right? The ants appeared in the Sea of China too. So this is the Sea of China. They've also reached mainland China too. We won't have time to sleep for 2 days. The second colony is coming towards us. Please give us an order to shoot. No, wait a moment. Since the hero wants to take care of them on his own. Oh, sure, sir. There's sure a lot of them. So it's basically I guess the Chinese hunter right now. Rest in peace in the ocean. So he actually got 2 swords from his back and just slashed through the freaking ants right there. Bang! Destruction of all those ants. Instead of these small fries, if it was that one that fought with Sun Jin-Woo was still alive, oh, he wanted to fight that one, that would have been more exciting. Such a shame. And the Chinese S-rank hunters are no joke, man. How is it? Oh, so I guess this is in the United States? There's only one connection between Mr. Huang and Sun Jin-Woo. Mr. Huang's older brother, Huang Dong-suk, might have been killed by Sun Jin-Woo. So I'll take revenge. Is this how it will be summarized? It seems so. Since this happened, it will be more difficult to meet Sun Jin-Woo. I wanted to meet him, but what a shame. Oh, so this is the guy right here. Thomas Andre, Scavenger Guildmaster. So he's the top, basically, Guildmaster from the United States. Interesting. So he's the one. So he's the one that that actually visited Korea a while back, actually, in a couple of chapters before. What are you gonna do if the two of them fight? Laura, you still don't know me? Mr. Huan is the Scavengers Guild's possession, and the Scavenger Guild is mine. It's like, I will never forgive someone who touches my possessions, even if it's the American government. Man, this guy is twisted right there. So that guy is basically, you know, power hungry in the United States. He's living the life of luxury. I think he's a national level hunter right there, a nation ranked hunter. The third night of Jeju raid, the military and the representative guild of the Gyeongbang district knights arrive at Jeju to collect the magic stones just in case something might happen. So you see a bunch of people there. There was someone who barely had any luck. What? That man always did his best to become the best. His dream was to be a gold medalist. Training hard just for himself, losing weight to lower his weight class. He entered a strict training. The only thing left to stand on stage was for the Olympics. He was about to achieve that dream. The doping test had no problems. He didn't have any nightmares the night before either. His condition was the best, but because of a sudden arousal, he got caught by a magic meter and couldn't participate in the Olympics. Oh, so that's your story, Mr. Huang? Oh, so that's the guy that he's just saying, like, man, he could have been on the Olympics. He wishes he wasn't an awakened person. That man had to give up his dream that he started to have a new one, the dream to establishing the best guild in this country. Don, throw away that trash there. I knew that you were amazing, boss. See, the high quality magic stones. If we take these with us, we'll be in the best guild in the country. That's inappropriate, someone says. By the way, it's very clean. Don't worry about it. Grab some and I don't feel any magic either. And then, oh, you see an ant right there. Oops, there is one right there. Well, don't worry too much. Even if there's a couple more ants here. It's like, boss, what's wrong? Guys, who are you? Oh, this guy comes out of nowhere. I don't even know who this guy is. He's just popping out. Weird. We don't even know who that guy is. But he popped out of nowhere, though. It says, the only ones that should be in Jeju Island should be the association who gave us the mission and the soldiers. Show us your identity. Boss, is that a human? Hey, don't shoot. That's not a monster. You're in restricted area. If you do not follow orders, we will shoot. And then he's saying something. It's a monster? And then snap. Everyone fell asleep? What are you doing? We don't need to make a scene. I just made them to go to sleep for a bit. Do you want to check? I'm sure that's his power. That's strange. I don't understand why he's helping humans. Who knows? If you're curious, why don't you ask yourself? It stinks of rotten insects here. If she saw it, she would have been frightened. The hunt will proceed as planned. Nothing has changed. Okay. So it almost looks like one of the elves, the snow elves that were there. Oh, it seems that one was here in Korea. It's like interesting. I don't even know what they're talking about. Are talking about Sun Jin-woo? How about taking care of it since we're here? We will. Leave this place in his hands. You don't want to get involved, right? You could see it that way. And I guess a dimension opened out of nowhere. Think as you please, coward. I guess I don't need to make any scene. So I guess both of these guys came from a different dimension. The guy that's like really roughed, he almost like a wild man, and then another one that looks like a snow elf, like the one in the earlier chapters. Very strange. It's a scavenger, a guild that works all over America. Bro is in many S-rank hunters, including Thomas Andre, who is one of the highest rankings. Sometimes they are sent as soldiers when a country cannot take care of gates with their own power. Hwang Dong-soo, one of the S-rank hunters, is also a member of the guild. So we talked about the scavenger guild. So that's the one that's in America, and it's one of the most powerful one would argue right now in solo leveling's world. So now we go to chapter 108. So we're going to see what's going to happen right now to chapter 108. So there's cameras flickering, and then you see Sun Jin-woo actually giving, I guess he's I don't know what's going on. He's wearing black, so I guess it's a funeral. After the Jeju Island raid, there were plenty of noise everywhere. And it's like, wow, I'm lost for words. I thought it was impossible to summon that many creatures. My 10-year-old battle cancer was healed after watching Hunter Sun Jin-woo summon creatures fight. He's so cool. He's the best. I lost my parents on Jeju Island 4 years ago. I'm sure Hunter Sun Jin-woo won't be reading this, but the Jeju Island mission was his first official raid after becoming an S rank. Isn't that a national level rank from our country? Hey, he's not great. No. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Why not? He practically cleared the S rank dungeon all by himself. He's on a different level than the other S rank, isn't he? Hunter Sun Jin-woo doesn't have the experience yet. If he is talented, people will acknowledge him even if he doesn't do anything. Anyways, awesome, just awesome. It was his practical debut. So these are the messages that are being sent all over social media right now. I heard that the E rank is just a little better than a normal person. Does it make sense that he became so strong all of a sudden? Was Hunter Sun Jin-woo the person who went through a reawakening? There are quite a lot of people who don't know that Sun Jin-woo went through a reawakening. He signed up for my protection for his information immediately, so people started to talk about the raid because they were interested in it. And Sun Jin-woo's name was also always mentioned. However, if he had joined the Jeju raid earlier, a lot of people are saying, but wait, if Sun Jin-woo joined the raid in the first place, wouldn't Ming Byung-gu be alive? Why did he join? Why did he said he would? Why did he join if he said he wouldn't? He couldn't avoid criticism there would have been less sacrifices. So he couldn't avoid the criticisms. There would have been less sacrifices. Of course, there were people who supported it, but there were less opinions that were against his criticism, since it was true that there were people who were sacrificed. Oh, the guy right there, man, it sucks that he was, but he was a good ally though. He was good because he actually saved Miss Cha's life right there, and you see like the funeral processions right there. So you see Sun Jin-woo basically honoring the dead right there. So it is something, and you see just like a lot of people just, you know, in tears because a lot of their sons or fathers passed away, brothers. So you see people crying in the funeral. You see Sun Jin-woo looking at that, and then you see Mr. Beck right there. I believe that he's talking. I believe that a lone hero couldn't end the war all by himself. So it's like he's basically telling him that he could be the next hero right now. He could be the hero that South Korea needs. But what happened this time? I started to think maybe I was wrong. Hold on your head up high, Mr. Hunter. You're the one to end this tragic tale. Thank you. And he's crying right there because his friend died. And then you see Miss Cha looking at Hunter Sun Jin-woo. Oh, she's like turning around. She's kind of a little shy right there. It's like, and it was like Sun Jin-woo was like, oh, what's going on? Very interesting. And then you just see like all the people that, you know, died. The 5th Jeju raid, 4,801 hunters participated in total. 727 of them were normal awakeners, 64 awakeners, and 32 commoners were killed. It was a tragedy that ended with a vain number, but it was this raid that had the least amount of injuries and casualties compared to previous 4 attempts. So it's just like, you know, with the funeral processions right there. So now you see Sun Jin-woo with the chairman. So you plan on creating a guild, Hunter Sun Jin-woo? People with S-rank hunter licenses don't need a guild's master's permission. As they need to do is give the association a call. We'll take care of the rest. Yes. I should take this opportunity to learn about the advantages of being an S-rank hunter, he's thinking. I was wondering, have you put some sort of barrier on Jeju Island? It's like, what? There was an incident of people passing out when they went to take care of the ants and collected the magic crystals. They were all A or B rank hunters, including the members of the Knights Guild. I was asking because maybe I thought that you had forgotten to mention that you placed a barrier. And then Hunter Sun Jin-woo was like, no, I didn't do anything like that. And the chairman says, I see, just as I thought. What did those people say? They couldn't remember what happened before they passed out at all. Actually, we don't know if they were attacked by magic or not. And he's like, kind of like in his head, he's having a headache right now. Was there a trap left by the ants? Chairman, the guest came earlier than expected, so I must leave first. Thank you for your time. You're welcome. I should head back too. So he's basically going to head back and, you know, maybe take a breather a little bit. So he goes to his car. Are you Mr. Sun Jin-woo? It's like, hello, Hunter Sun Jin Woo. So it looks like American. I'm Senior Agent Adam White from the United States Bureau of Hunters. Bureau of Hunters? You can just call me Adam. It's like, interesting. So he's already someone that is interested. I think he's the guy that was saying, like, we got to bring him to the United States. The United States are just buying all the freaking hunters, man. Doesn't matter where. I want to meet you at your office, but it was hard to find you. Please understand I had to meet you at a place like this. He came to the office? Oh, he's like, come to think of it, he's the foreigner that Jin Ho was talking about. It says, why did you want to meet with me? There's some information that I want to give you. Information? You probably won't hear this information from any country or institutes that exist, except for us. It's like, why are you willing to give me that kind of information? There's a benefit even for us revealing the information only to certain people. Originally, I was only one to meet with you, but the deputy director was touched by the Jeju Island raid so much that he wanted to meet you in person. It's a rare case. The deputy director will tell you the rest. I prepared a card not far from here. Would you like to meet with him? Information, huh? And then Sun Jin Woo is like, I'm not sure if the information is reliable. I'll call you back after I think about it. And then the American guy says, I forgot. Adam says, in negotiations, the better the card you hold, the more you shouldn't cover it up. Upgrader. Do you know about the awakener who can increase the ability another awakener? Interesting. Do you know about the awakener who can increase the ability of another awakener? Oh, wow. Something. So now they're taking him right there in a fancy car, no less, right there. I think that's like it looks like a Toyota right there. A pretty nice Toyota, by the way. They arrived at a building. So they go up there. Nice to meet you. I'm Deputy Director Michael Connor. I'm Sun Jin Woo. Leave the translation to me. All right. So they're probably talking in English, and he's Sun Jin Woo's in Korean, but Adam is like the one that's being the translator. I'll be straightforward, Hunter Sun Jin Woo. These are papers for immigrations to America. Immigration? They usually take 1 or 2 years to take care of, but it's different for Hunter Sun Jin Woo. 1 second. If you just say the word, you can become an American citizen. Bro, all you had to do was to basically become the world's greatest freaking S-rank hunter, and you could become an American citizen? Man, I'm doing the wrong job right here. I came here because Agent Adam told me that I can earn some information. Oh, Hunter Sun Jin Woo wants to know about that. The awakener who increases the ability of another awakener, an upgrader. Increases one ability, is that really possible? To tell you the truth, the person with that ability is already here. Escort Miss Seldner to the room. Miss Seldner. Oh, and then you see Sun Jin Woo's eyes is like, whoa, what's going on? I'm more impressed that they can become an American citizen right from the bat. Pretty awesome. Bring Miss Seldner here. And then it's like, what is going on? It's like, the only person in the world who can help other awakeners exceed their limits. She is Miss Norma Seldner. So that is basically, I think she's like an African American woman, it looks to me. A black woman that can actually upgrade awakeners already. She does have a different atmosphere than other awakeners. Miss Seldner, please explain your ability to Hunter Sun Jin Woo. You can't believe it, don't you? All the other hunters had your eyes at first. But once you experience it, you have no choice but to cling to it. Oh, you can tell that she's packing some heat right now, because you can tell from her eyes. Like, you notice that all the hunters, the S-rank hunters especially, their eyes glow a certain color. It says default Japanese, default English when not Korean, whatever that means. As you know, all the awakeners have a limit. No one can exceed it. So unless you are reawakened, you will never be able to reach a higher rank. That's the basic knowledge for a hunter. So Miss Seldner, yes, I have the ability to help others go past that limit. I can raise it by helping them go through 3 stages. but I'm not certain on whether I should call it a reawakening them by force or raising their potential. That's what she says. It's all true. But once she uses her power, she has to rest for a long time. Only a few awakeners can be chosen each year to earn the benefits. I'm one of a few people. Moreover, if it's true, it's an amazing ability, Hunter Sunjin was thinking right now. Then how efficient is it? It depends on the person. But once they finish the third stage, they can feel at least 20% or even maybe up to 30% stronger. So I'm like, whoa. So she's saying that she can actually upgrade you, become stronger 30% more than what you are right now. 20 to 30%? No way. I understand why Hunter Huang Dong-soo decided to move to America despite all the criticism from the country. Who else can refuse? All the other hunters will fall for it too. Wow, so he's like thinking like, no wonder that freaking bastard of the guy that wants to kill him wants to get in there. It's like, yeah. If this ability leaks to the outside, Hunter Sunjin Woo, that's why Miss Cylinder is with us. We take responsibility for her safety and pay her a reasonable amount. And Miss Cylinder helps the hunters we select reach a higher level, I should say. So she helps the hunters we select reach a higher level. Miss Cylinder's ability. This is a gift that we can give to you. A gift? Isn't it more like a deal than a gift? If you become a hunter of the United States, you will make sure that you will be the first to earn the benefits. Also, in order to create a deal with the best of the conditions, we can make an arrangement with the guild of your choice. There's no need to rush. So this is Miss Cylinder. There's no need to rush. We came to help you open up first the button for today. What? We told you, right? It was a gift. She's right. Do you agree with unlocking your potential without a cost? Hunter Sunjin Woo says, just consider this as a service, Mr. Hunter. Didn't she say that I won't be able to let go of once I experience it? It must mean that she's confident in her ability. All right, so it's like, look into my eyes closely. That's the first step. Good, he fell for it. Oh, so Adam was actually thinking about that. It's like, okay, he's been maintaining his cool, but once he goes through that first stage, he will contact us again. No, if he's impatient, he might sign the contract right away. So it's already. So the Jeju Island raid, the Ryoju go to the man aiming for national level failed. It's like, was easily cleared by using an unheard ability. I wonder where his limit lies. So we see Selner looking at it, and then she's looking at complete darkness right now. There's nothing, and then there is a dark entity basically staring at her right there, and it's just with the eyes, and then she just screams, and she screams like something's wrong going, and it was like everybody's like, you bastard, what did you do to Miss Cylinder? So you see the Secret Service right there, the American agents pointing their guns on freaking Hunter Sunjin Woo. It's like, stop it, are you guys out of your mind? Don't you know who this person is in front of us? It's like, you morons. It's like, but Miss Cylinder, if you're worried about Miss Cylinder, just take care of her. I'm sorry, Mr. Hunter. Our agents were acting impolite. What's going on? He's like, it's fine. He's like, he wasn't even in danger. Those guns were not going to do anything. Let's just be honest right now. It's like, if something like this happened in front of Thomas Andre or Loi Zonggang, Zui-Gong, all right, Louis Zingong, we'll all be dead right now. Keep that in mind. Yes, sir. So he's a hunter as well. So Mr. Connor and Mr. Adam are hunters right there. It's like, yeah, don't freaking forget it. So it's like, Miss Cylinder, what's wrong? Yeah, so I guess Mr. Connor, he knows. He's like, he knows something's wrong. It's like if something like this happened, if Thomas Andre, we're talking about the leader of the Scavenger Guild, Louis Zwing Zong, which I have to admit, it sounds Chinese to me, so it might be a Chinese hunter of S rank level. And then even like the hunter was like, I mean, the bodyguard, he's like sweating. He's like, yes, sir. I'm so sorry, sir. It's like, Miss Eleanor, what's wrong? It's like, you're sweating profusely. Are you feeling ill? And she doesn't know what's going on. It seems like Miss Eleanor isn't feeling well today. We can contact you another time? Yes. Adam, escort Hunter Sun Jin-woo back home. Yes, understood. Miss Eleanor, what happened? He is a king and a very powerful one. And they're like, then does that mean that he's about the same level as a national level hunter? No, I'm not sure. I've never experienced this before. He is a king, but a different from the others. When I looked at him, he was looking back at me. If it wasn't Hunter Sun Jin-woo, but it wasn't Hunter Sun Jin-woo, but rather it was the endless darkness inside him. It was looking at me, and it's like, he doesn't have a limit, dude. So he doesn't have a limit. That's pretty. He has unlimited power. Why am I having Star Wars references? Unlimited power. I know, I'm such a nerd. So now we go to our last chapter of the day, chapter 110. All right, 110. So we look at a building right now, and it's like, so the chairman is like, he's just thinking like, oh my god, what's going on now? We lost Hunter Ming Byung-gu. It's like, no, he retired, so we can't call him a hunter anymore. It was a noble sacrifice, but it breaks my heart to give a closure to that raid like this. Now there will be more obstacles ahead, and when that happens, it may not end with just one sacrifice. So he's getting a call from Zaid. What? There's a B rank gate in the middle of the road? If the B rank is not something that an average attack squad can work on, I will contact a big guild right away. Wait, the location. Didn't Hunter Sun Jin-woo open an office nearby that area? So he's like waiting in traffic right now. So he's not even back home from the funeral procession right now. She definitely saw something, but what did she see? A trace of a system? What was she afraid of? Her eyes were full of terror, so I don't even think we'll meet again. What's with the traffic? The subway might have been better if it was like this. Or he could have ride Kessel right there. And he's getting a call from the chairman. It's like, Hunter, it's Gong Hee. Yes, is something wrong? What, a gate in the middle of the road? No wonder the traffic is terrible. It seems that it's a B rank gate. Can you take care of it? Without permission? Mr. Hunter, where do you get the permission? And he's like, from the Hunter Association. And who am I? The chairman. So you don't need to worry about it. Dude, the Gokun, he is almost like a grandpa figure for freaking Sun Jin-woo. It's freaking adorable. So you don't need to worry. Then thank you. For the thank you. I was like, okay. The gate you are seeing right now appeared on the West Coast Highway. Everyone, please follow the regulations. Hey, wait a minute. You can't get in without permission? S-rank Hunter Sun Jin-woo. It's like, it's Sun Jin-woo. It seems like Sun Jin-woo came here to take care of it. Everyone's like out of their cars kind of looking at it. How did you get here? Even if you're an S-rank, we can't allow you to ignore the process. Have you received permission? Even if you have the permission, we cannot let you enter without you don't have enough people. This sounds a bit different. Well, I came to the scene, but I think there's a problem. Here, go ahead and answer it. What, me? Who is it? Someone you cannot ignore. It's the chairman. And she's like, yes. I'll do as you say. I'll be entering now. He goes in, is like, I hope he trips over and breaks an ankle. It's like, that's the gate. The color, it's changing. A red gate. Is it because I wish for him to get hurt? And now, like, Hunter Sun Jin-woo, it feels like a red gate. Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's a red gate. Well, what can you do? Right? What can you do? It's a red gate, right? He's like, yeah, it's a red gate. He would have been like sweating, but now he's like, yeah, whatever. It's a red gate. What can you do? The exit is closed. I might have overdue myself. Overdue. Mom hopes that Jin-woo does what he wants to do. We can't do anything about the awakening. Moreover, if you're an S rank, you have to save many lives. So he's remembering the conversation with his mom. Like your father did. Your father used to be a firefighter before he was a hunter, right? I fell in love with him when I saw him saving people. But what can I do since you're his son? Don't overdo yourself, okay? I'm relieved mother wasn't against this at all. Aw, mom, supporting the son. Well, this won't be too much for me. So you see enemies popping out, and now he's summoning his shadow. I'll finish this within the day. And then you see them, but just basically cleaning house like no tomorrow. Just like a hunter was born to hunt. All right. And then you see Miss Cha. Monsters aren't the only enemy for a hunter. And then you see, oh, so the guy that lost his arm, Mr. Song, was actually training the S rank hunter Miss Cha. Okay, it all makes sense. Hunters have to be careful so they don't get hunted as well. And then you see freaking Ingress, Tank, basically defeating all the monsters from the Red Gate. Their position can change at any time. And then you see the chairman in the middle between Mr. Beck and Mr. Choi. That's hilarious. You see them. Oh, it's hilarious. So first-rate hunters can't put their guard down anymore. So you see Tusk burning everything. And then you see Mr. Ma fighting with the other guy with the Reapers Guild. Even if there are hundreds and thousands of hunts. Oh, and then the freaking guy that's the actor for the Reapers Guilds. Oh boy. The hunt will never end. And then see Beru. Beru's actually fighting as well. He's loving it. And then you see Sun Jin-woo's sister and the mom going shopping. And you see Sun Jin-woo basically, you know, just being freaking awesome like always. Still not one person. And he's looking around right there. He's looking around. And he says, let's move on to the next target right now. And he's just freaking awesome. Oh, that freaking awesome right there. He's just freaking awesome. And then you see that there is like a preview of what's going to happen. We see Andre on the left. Then you see I think it's the Chinese hunter on the right that wanted to fight Burrow. On the left, you see the guy that's from the Hunters Bureau from the United States. Then we see the president of the Japanese Hunter Association. And then the bottom, Huang Dong-soo, the guy that just wants to kill freaking Sun Jin-woo and Jin-ho because, you know, what happened to his brother, has the intention to stop the hunt. So he says that right there. So to not make it confusing, still, not one person has the intention to stop the hunt. And that basically ends the first season of it. And it says here from the author, 2 years have already gone by while working hard to repay all of the support and kindness of everyone. Thank you for loving Solo Leveling Season 1 during that time. And it's from the studio Jang Sung-rek. And then you see a very cute, I would say like chibi form of like Hunter Sun Jin-woo with, you see Igris, you see Tank, you see Buru, we see Iron, and then you see Tusk. It says, hello readers, this is the DNC Publishing Company. Webtoon Solo Leveling has finished season 1 by episode 110 or chapter 110. Please refer to the announcement regarding payments and all that stuff. So it's just saying season 2 will come back after a short break and will always appreciate your love and support. DNC Publishing Company, and that's Solo Leveling. Pretty cool right there. And so far, it's just been freaking awesome. And now it's going to get to the good part right now, because now we already know without a shadow of a doubt that Hunter Sun Jin-woo is basically one of the most powerful S-rank hunters from South Korea, right? There's nothing debatable about that. Nothing to debate. But we're just going to take like a very quick recap of what we just saw, you know, everything of what just transpired through this reading of the 15 chapters that we went through, right? And so far, part 7 has been freaking like action nonstop right there. Just freaking awesome, right? So we're gonna see exactly what in what is going on with Sun Jin-woo, right? We saw that the Jeju raid was basically going to become a failure, right? We already knew that. The Japanese hunters, we saw that they had a bad intention. The idea was to trap the Korean hunters and wipe them out, because the Japanese hunters made an underlying tactic and basically a false sense of cooperation, right? So the idea was that they knew that this raid was going to be ending up as a failure, as a backup plan, but the real intention was that they wanted to wipe out all of the Korean hunters, right? That was their plan. But it's crazy to think like that their plan backfired. And we told you, karma comes back at you. Karma is no joke, guys. It is no joke whatsoever when you have to deal with karma. So I'm gonna show you right now, what is going on with everything that is going on. Just like a quick recap of what's going on. So this is the TV station that you saw how Hunter Sun Jin-woo was being broadcast all around the world, especially in Korea. Everyone was just shocked. It looked like everything was going bad. Like they thought that the Korean hunters had everything under control, but when that evil ant S-rank monster was started just destroying things, they thought, oh my gosh, what just happened? Like our entire S-rank Korean hunters are literally limping right now. And they just killed one of the ones that retired. His head got bitten off. But let's not forget about the Japanese hunters. They were getting massacred left and right. And the so-called strongest Japanese S-rank hunter didn't even last 5 seconds against that ant monster. Not 5 seconds. Literally decapitated everybody. And probably ate his head too, right? I would imagine, right? Just like the other hunter that got his head eaten, unfortunately. But again, Hunter Sun Jin-woo put shadows on everyone just in case, and he had that bad feeling. In that exchange, the shadow exchange, when he teleported into Jeju Island in a moment's notice, was the key right there, right? So we see that Hunter Sun Jin-woo, we knew that he was a powerful force right now, because this thing, that freaking ant right there, was no joke. That thing was killing things left and right, and I think half of the Japanese S-rank hunters were just gone. Crazy. But it met his match with Sun Jin-woo right there. Sun Jin-woo, again, he was just beating him to a pulp right there. And then immediately after he was getting ready, we noticed that he was pulling his punches. Look at that, freaking ant had no business being there at all. No business whatsoever. And then he became a new summon for Hunter Sun Jin-woo. Freaking awesome. Beru. And he got leveled up. He finally got up to level 100. He is freaking awesome right there. And then he used Arise on the person that was fallen. This guy right there, Hunter Gu. But he did an honorable act on saving Miss Cha's life, which was really noble, I should say, right? And then we learned a little bit about the funeral processions. Mr. Beck right there telling that he didn't believe that one person could save the day or end a war, but he was proven wrong, and he always was wanting a hero. And remember this guy is still in the head of Sun Jin-woo. He's like, yeah, I gotta watch my back because I don't know how powerful this guy is, right? But then as everything was over, right, and you see that he was writing Kiesel, I should say, this guy right here from the Scavenger Guild, that's the guy that we have to be worried about, because now he wants to meet Hunter Sun Jin-woo, and he wants to beat him up in case he fights with Hunter Dwang-soo, right? The one that wants revenge because they killed his brother. But let's be honest, those two brothers are two peas in the pot. They are exactly the same. But something interesting happened during the funeral processions right there. He went to the funeral processions and he met this guy right here, Mr. Adam right there. And Mr. Adam wanted Hunter Sun Jin-woo to become an American citizen, and was kind of wooing him, saying that we can awaken you, we can actually upgrade you, upgrader, Miss Cellender, Norma Cellender right there. And they were selling it pretty good, saying like, yeah, I could awaken those powers, level up even more, right? She's an upgrader. She can upgrade a person for 20 or 30%, right? Pretty good. And when she went to see what was inside Hunter, this is what she saw. Not exactly this. This is what Burrow saw, but it's sort of the same thing, right? And they had to basically quit the entire session right there, because she says that his power has no limit, meaning he could get as strong as possible, probably almost to a divine type of ranking. I feel like there's a level above national ranking, if there is such a level, right? And the last thing that we saw was something interesting, that this guy appeared from Jeju Island. They were looking for something, and I think we're going to learn more about that in the next reading, hopefully sooner rather than later. And then this guy right there, they're looking for something. Those two individuals are weird in my opinion, right? But yeah, so that's what's happening. And right now, Hunter Sun Jin-woo is just enjoying everything right now. He is just the GOAT, and everybody in Korea are noticing his power little by little. And at the end, we see, that cute end of season 1. So technically, if you're reading this during its publication, this was actually the ending of season 1, right? So pretty outstanding. I like so far. I like that we have, Ingress was the first one of the summons, right? Then we have Tank as the second one. Then we have Iron, right? Then we have Tusk, and then I have Boro. I'm sad that they didn't add Queso as part of the chibi groups, the Wyvern, the dragon. Yeah, give the dragon some love, right? I will say that to the author right there, and the artist. You missed that opportunity right there. Pretty messed up opportunity. But overall, you can't get mad at that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's something cool that Sun Jin-woo is becoming his own man. But I think right now a lot of people want to have his services. And what's interesting is, how can that happen, especially with so many people now knowing who he is? Now a lot of other countries are going to ask for it, not just the United States. The United States have a little bit of information, because remember, the Hunters Bureau in the United States says that the only people that know about that incident that happened in Washington, D.C., remember when Hunter Dong-soo got his ass beat up by Jinwoo's father? Because Soo says your son is dead, and he got mad. He says, don't come near my son or family again, because when you close your eyes, you won't be able to sleep or dream. You'll only have nightmares. So they're trying to get the connection, and I wonder if Hunter Sun Jin-woo, will maybe meet his father sooner, right? Because he thinks that he's dead, that he got lost in the dungeon, right? But let's go back to something very interesting right now, right? So just give me one sec so I can show you the level of the hunting right now, right? So you guys can have an idea of what I'm talking about. So right now, he's in level 100 right now. I would have to assume that Sun Jin-woo right now is a high level of S rank. He already managed to get to national rank level right now. The national rank level. It has to be, because if he could conquer an S rank level by himself, that automatically means that he's already a national rank hunter, right? Because that was one of the things that Goto-san was trying to achieve. He was the best in Japan, sure, but if you don't actually clear an S rank dungeon by yourself, then you can't call yourself a national rank hunter, right? Pretty simple. So I would assume, without a shadow of a doubt, that right now, as a level 100 Sun Jin-woo, or even 97 when he was before he got leveled up, he was a national ranked hunter. And we just witnessed the birth of South Korea's first national rank hunter right now. Maybe not the first, but probably the most powerful one. I would even say better than Dong Soo, because they say that he is one, but I don't know. I haven't seen it, right? But yeah, we'll see. But now the United States are interested in getting him. They want to make him an American citizen. Imagine if this was based on real life, that we were living in this solo leveling world, and all you had to do was become a national level S rank hunter, that you can become an American citizen or any citizen around the world and get all the money that you want. Pretty awesome right there. And it only takes one signature, 2 seconds, 5 seconds. Do it, and then you're done, right? But it backfired because the upgrader kind of was freaking out a little bit, saying like, oh my gosh, there's no limit towards Sun Jin-woo's power, right? No limit whatsoever. So it's funny to me that Sun Jin-woo is just savoring it, that now that he's gained this much power, that now his next step has to be the creation of his guild, right? So the guild itself is under construction because it's going to be him and Jin-ho. Him and Jin-ho are the ones that are organizing how are they going to move this along, how are they going to move this forward. Because I do believe that there is a quota that they have to obtain, meaning that they have to have a certain number of members to become a guild. But I feel like Sun Jin-woo's going to talk to the chairman in a way to maybe see if they can kind of bend the rules a little bit, right? But going on, like from what we've read so far from season 1, just to recap, so far Sun Jin-woo went from the weakest hunter of all mankind to now becoming a national rank hunter that is sought off by all countries in the world, right? We learned that only a few countries had been able to basically complete an S rank raid from the United States, China, in France, I believe, and yeah, those were like some of the only good ones. England, I think, that I remember. Maybe I'm mispronouncing, maybe I'm not remembering quite clearly, but only a few countries have the title of clearing an S rank dungeon, right? Oh, say hello to my little kitty right here, right? So my little kitty, she wants to get into the action too. See? So she wants to say in the action right there, saying that if I was able to summon a monster, she would be Luna right here. She would be able to be one of those, beat those baddies right there. Right, Luna? Yes, Luna agrees right there. But anyway, we see that Sun Jin-woo has grown so much, and that I'm happy that the mom is actually on board on him becoming an S-rank hunter, because it reminds her of basically the dad saving people. So he has the backing, and he knows that he has to protect the people that he loves, his family, his friends, and be wary about not just the monsters, but also hunters that could be a obstacle in his journey right there, right? So, you know, it's something pretty cool that Hunter Sun Jin-woo was able to accomplish, you know, through blood, through sweat, through, you know, all of those mid crises in which he was about to die, but because of that one moment where he seized the opportunity to become part of the system, he is now in the cusp of becoming one of the greatest hunters in the entire world, right? And this is just only season 1, right? So again, guys, what did you guys think about the reading for it today? Write your comments below. What do you think of the summons? What is your favorite summon so far from Hunter Sun Jin-woo? And what do you expect for season 2, right? Because we still have about, I would say like around 80 chapters left before we finish the series. And we're going to be finishing right before the start of the solo leveling anime that's going to be airing on January 2024. So far, we don't know the date, the official date of the airing. But what I do have is some more confirmation that there will be an early screening of the first 2 episodes of Solo Leveling, an early screening here in Los Angeles on December 14th, 2023. I don't know where it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be in Crunchyroll or it's going to be one of those top secret or ticketed events, but whatever is going to happen, I'm going to make sure I can find out, right? So that way we can maybe give you some of the reactions of what we're going to do, but we're going to do all of those reactions as well once we finish the reading, and we're going to do reactions of the anime as well. And again, if you do want to catch up to the readings so far, this is part 7 of Solo Leveling Manga Reads. I will put all of the other reads, part 1 through 6, on the description, and also it's going to be appearing on the top of the corners as well, so you can catch up as well. So again, guys, thank you so much for joining me on the Solo Leveling Manga Reads, part 7. And again, make sure that you arise to the occasion, because there's going to be a lot of that happening in the next couple of weeks as well. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, the readings. You know that Sun Jin-woo is the GOAT, right? Why isn't he? And he is just that freaking awesome, right? And I hope you guys enjoy the readings, and I hope you guys to see you next week for part 8 of Solo Leveling Manga Reads. All right, everyone, stay awesome.